What's going on, guys? Billy here, and yesterday we got an update to the DJI Go 4 application that was almost entirely dedicated to the Mavic 2 Pro and the Mavic 2 Zoom, with the main focus on the new Hyperlapse feature. Now, Hyperlapse is probably the most popular feature on the new Mavic 2 series of drones, and it's cool. It's great that DJI is trying to make this feature better through software updates, but this update seems to be a little bit unfinished. Let me explain. Now, I am not one to use automated flight features with my drone, but for this video specifically, I went out and I took my first hyperlapse, which, don't get me wrong, is cool, but I don't think that I'll be using it all that much. So taking a look at the patch notes, there was 3 changes listed for the Mavic 2 series. The first one reads that it adds a new function where you can adjust the flight speed in hyperlapse mode to shoot a video with different rhythms. The second one reads that it adds an auxiliary frame in hyperlapse mode where you can enable from camera settings hyperlapse video frame to check the video cropping size. And then the third one only pertains to the Mavic 2 Pro, and it reads that it adds a new function where you can improve the color display of live view by enabling the D-Log-M color rendition service. So 3 changes for the Mavic 2 series. I set out to test them, and my findings were a little bit underwhelming. Now, before the update, I flipped through the hyperlapse menus, and all I could change was the interval at which the camera took pictures and the length of the video that we wanted to come out on the other end after it was fully synthesized. After updating, we got a new feature that allows us to change the speed at which the drone flies during the hyperlapse, which can be found just next to interval and video length for all of the different hyperlapse modes except for waypoints. Here's the thing. When you try to change that speed, it doesn't move from 1.1 miles per hour. They gave you this option to change your speed, but upon trying to do so, I wasn't able to. I even tried making the video like 30 seconds long and changing the interval around, but no matter what I tried, the speed would stay at 1.1 miles per hour. I tried swiping left and right, I tried tapping on both sides, and nothing would change the speed. This did get me thinking, like, why would I want my drone to fly faster during hyperlapse? I mean, I want my drone to fly slow so it can pick up some more motion through, say, cars or any sort of subject that's moving through the frame. But then I started thinking about it just a little bit deeper, and say you could adjust that speed up to 30 miles per hour and be able to do like a full hyperlapse around a full city. That would be really cool. So they implemented this change, and it's sitting there within the menus, but it doesn't work. Next up on the list to find through the patch notes was this auxiliary frame option, which DJI states allows you to check the video cropping size. Now, it appears the Mavic 2 already does this, so when actually shooting a hyperlapse, the aspect ratio is 3:2, but on the screen it crops down to 16:9, so you can get a feel for what the hyperlapse will look like when converted to a video. Again, digging through the camera settings and even eventually trying to dig through some of the other settings like the general settings, I had no luck. In the patch notes, it stated that it would be under the camera settings listed as hyperlapse video frame, but I found nothing. So those are the 2 changes to hyperlapse within this update, this DJI Go update. I was on the latest firmware for both my remote controller and my drone, and still I couldn't get really both of them to work. I could be doing something wrong. Let me know down in the comment section, but I figured I would bring this up. Now, this does bring us to the final point under the Mavic 2 patch notes, which actually does something that could be beneficial. As we all know by now, the Mavic 2 Pro has the D-Log-M color profile, which gives you HDR video, 10-bit color. You guys know the drill. Now, when viewing this D-Log-M footage live right through the transmission feed as you're flying around, it's still flat, which might make it tough to actually fly considering there isn't much color. Now, switching over to my iPad mini 4 that is running the newest version, there's now a box in the top right corner that enhances the colors in the live view, but will still shoot in D-Log-M. Like, it's going to shoot in that D-Log-M, and once you take it off the SD card, it'll still be flat. You won't see the same colors. Here's another view looking at some trees without the enhanced colors, and then without. You guys get the picture. There are 2 more changes listed on these patch notes underneath of the optimization, so this is general across the DJI Go 4 application and not only for the Mavic 2. The first one states that it improves the stability of functions such as password retrieval and personal info checking, and the second change reads that it optimizes some features for a better user experience. Now, as a whole, this update is kind of meh. I thought it'd be really cool to test out this new hyperlapse speed feature where we can go and take, say, a long distance, high-speed hyperlapse around a city, maybe through a farm or down a highway. I just think it'd be really cool, but as of right now, it doesn't work. I will keep you guys updated in the future. If this does end up working, I'll do a quick test for you guys, upload it here to my YouTube channel, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll talk to you later. Peace.